So in order to thread the needle on the left, which is making the safety stitch, you first need to lift your safety guard, and we are going to be threading this needle on the left. It may seem a little counterintuitive, but out of these two tension discs that control the needle threads, it is the tension disc on the right here. So the left needle is the right tension disc. It will be the middle part of the spool rack up here. Make sure your thread spools off of the cone nice and easily. Thread the guide. Make sure the guide is right above the cone so it can spool off nice and smooth. Put it through this guide point. This is eliminating some of the kinks. We'll eliminate some more kinks by threading it from the back and from the back down here. You can use your tweezers to make your life easier. Thread the guide behind the tension disc. And then we need to thread the tension discs. Just make sure that the thread's sitting in there nice and snug. Sometimes you gotta pull on it. You can also just open the discs like this. The thread always needs to be in the tension disc. There's one more guide down here. If you do want to refer to the threading diagram, and you probably should, we're talking about the yellow thread up here. So we'll be following this yellow color. The next spot is to be sure, after reading the diagram, we're finding that this yellow thread is going under the take-up arm. When I move the machine, this arm goes back and forth. We'll be threading under it. And I like to position it so that when I thread from one guide to the other guide, it's going directly under the take-up arm to make it a pretty smooth, seamless motion. Just like so. Situate the thread so it's sitting on the foam piece right here. And I like to move the arm back out of the way and the needles all the way to the top. So before we enter this area, let's move the presser foot out of the way. You can do so by pushing on this lever all the way, releasing the foot. Next, you need to thread this guide. And then the next yellow guide up here. It's okay to get caught, just release it. And then the thread's gonna be sitting behind the spar, and then you thread the needle. And when you're done threading everything, just scoot all of your tails to the back and put your presser foot back on by pushing the lever all the way down. This is going to lift this tooth. Put the presser foot in the tooth, which holds it down. You must put the safety guard back on and close up the rest of the machine, and then you can sew a sample.